I don't know if you guys saw this, but earlier Maven put up a video, and in the video he goes to meet PJ or Just Incredible, and you guys know that I've had Just Incredible on the show before, but we really only aired like 5 minutes of it because he was so drunk and crazy that it felt bad, and I actually didn't air it because I felt like it was incriminating and very ugly for him, and I didn't want to do it to him. But we all know that the Grimm's Toy Show has brought me out to see him. I've known Grimm for a while, seemingly. But, Grimm continuously, I know he acts like I'm some kind of sick maniac, even though he's the one who lost his whole family and bangs whores or whatever. But Grimm pretends like he doesn't know who I am, really, and that I'm some weirdo person. It's weird. I don't understand. But so, Grimm's no saint. He's kind of a liar. But, what I get out of this thing that Maven did is just unbelievable. You guys got to see this. I'm going to show this right now. Hold on one second. Let's get it up. So we've got to break down this Maven video, but let's not forget that I kicked Grimm's ass once before.
See him right there? Hit him! Hit him! Hit him! Yeah! Oh! What the? I know this guy. It's Joe Cronin! Yeah. Now, why are you involved with this shit?
You have no idea what Killjoy's got in store for you.
What?
You have no idea what he's capable of.
I know! You have to tell me! No!
You have no idea what he's gonna do to you!
What a fucking moron!
Okay, we really have to watch the Maven video now. But before we watch the Maven video, guys, 80s t-shirts, right? Popping up on your screen down below right now. Gen X, raised on hose water and neglect, baby. That's right. It's popping up down below right there. Click on it. Get the t-shirt. You're supporting my show directly. All right, we're finally going to get to the video now. It's a long video today.
One of the first guys I truly felt saw me as an equal. The YouTube channel Pinfalls and Pixels.
I'm going to be honest with you. He probably saw you as an equal because he is such a messed up person. It's really not that hard, Maven, to be honest.
Did 2 videos.
Anyway, yeah, this is videos exposing Just Incredible, so he's going to use their videos to kind of meet Just Incredible PJ.
Good to see you.
And like I said, PJ's had a lot of problems over the years. He's not that far away from me. I know a lot of people that know him, and I know him a little bit, and he's always been nice to me. I like, PJ, Just Incredible. But
I'm fantastic, dude.
Good. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
The step.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you for having me, brother.
No,
it's a
thank
pleasure.
you, brother.
Thanks for giving me content, brother. We're going to make $1,000 off you.
Not a big deal.
Here we go, exposed.
And PJ, did such a disservice to the business.
Oh, geez.
Hold on. You saw Stevie and you said, "Oh, geez."
Man, Steven, I'll tell you, Steven Richards is he buries people.
He's a friend. He's a friend.
He's a friend too.
But we all love
Full
Steven.
disclosure, a good friend of mine.
He's a good friend. Well, he's a friend.
Okay, Stevie and
I
me.
think he's got a bad idea of who I am. I think he bought into the ECW Just Incredible gimmick, and he said that to me once before.
Explain.
I think he thought it was.
I don't think so. I think that Just Incredibles, I think that PJ, the real human being, is way more fucked up than Just Incredible, the character. So I think Steven Richards is buying into, PJ, the crazy ass real human, but you're copping out and saying that he bought into the character. However, I don't doubt that Steven Richards didn't say at one point, yeah, I bought into the character because you're so convincing with how you are or whatever. And whatever. What you're going to notice in this video is that PJ continuously everybody else is wrong or misunderstood, or everybody else is not right, is what you're going to find out. And not many points does he ever say, yeah, I fucked that up.
Was that guy. I think a lot of times when people actually talk to me, get to know me, they say, like, he's too nice. Like, that can't be, it's almost like a work.
Right.
And that's just not.
And he actually went out into the crowd and asked the fans for money. And I had said that was BS.
I don't remember that at all, but that part, are we allowed to swear?
Yes.
I was fucked up.
Be you.
I was fucked up.
Okay.
If I lived with all of that in my, like,
Yeah, so he probably did. He probably went out in the crowd, probably was drunk and was like, give me $20, give me $10, hook it up, boys, $20, who's got money, throw it at me. He's drunk, who cares, right? Why, I wouldn't criticize somebody for that. Whatever. Just wanted to give a heads up. PJ, Chris Incredible, is baiting fans into buying found merchandise, then never sending the orders. I mean, he might be. He probably, again, so delirious and ridiculous. He got money and then forgot all about it, and that's not good. But
24 stated, "Just wanted to give you all a heads up. Justin."
But that's the thing is, and this is what gets me crazy, and this is why people got blocked. First of all, there was never not one, and I swear on my children, and I would never say
three
this.
kids.
I go to church every Sunday, believe it or not, whether that matters. I believe in God, and I don't believe in bullshit. I did all that stuff with the best intentions. And at times I would, and especially with promoters, this pissed me off a lot, but with the merchandise stuff, I would sell this stuff very cheap, and for example, $40, and then by the time you get $40 on Cash App, it ends up being $37 or whatever. Yeah. And then, I get the stuff ready, and then, by the time I buy food, I don't have the money to send it. And it got too, I wasn't ready.
Okay, I think he's kind of living up to this one. I think he's kind of taking credibility here, Justin Credible. I think he's kind of taking credibility here, saying basically, yeah, he got in over his head. He was trying to get orders and do his own shipping, and he took the orders, took the money, and then didn't have the money to ship something sometimes because he didn't look at his profit margins, right, or whatever, But I mean, in the end, it tells me that he did make a bad mistake, and he did rob people of some money. I mean, he obviously probably didn't want to. He maybe didn't set out to do that, but in the end, those people didn't get their product allegedly, and he got the money, and so I think he just thought, well, they'll get over it, So he owns up to this, I think, somewhat. I mean, he probably should have just said, I made a mistake with my profit margins and what I could afford to ship and send. I screwed it up, and then I didn't know what to do, and I was on drugs at the time. And yeah, I mean, I want to, anybody that was affected by that, I apologize. I don't remember now anyway, but I'm sure that happened.
To do that. I wasn't equipped to do that. And then the thing is about the fans, and I don't like to call them marks because that's not fair. But a lot of
you're gonna call Grimm's Toy Show a mark in a minute, though.
These people that do this are so entitled. They started talking. They posted the cute shit, but they didn't post. You're this, you're that. Like, they feel free to. You wouldn't talk like this to me in real life. You'd be like, and I've given a lot of these fans my phone number, and told them, hey, give me a call. Let's work this out.
Yeah.
To no avail.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I mean, I believe that because, I mean, he called me easily. I mean, no doubt about it. I think that he's had problems and he may be smoothing this over more than he remembers. But, in the end, he knows he made a mistake with some of this. I think. I don't like burying somebody completely. You know what I mean? But, if you get burned as a promoter, that sucks too.
We're diving into a darker chapter of his life.
Me.
They're going to go into the DVD. I don't want to go into this because it bores me, but basically there was a documentary that was going to come out about Justin Credible, and he was lied to about it. And this is around the time I was talking to him, actually, and I had him on my show talking about the documentary. But basically the guy lied to him and never did the documentary, so they filmed all this stuff and never got released. Honestly, I think he was a victim of a young guy who had aspirations to make something, and then the guy couldn't deliver on it, and he was in no frame of mind or whatever to be able to figure that out. But now we're going to get into the Grimm's Toy Show stuff.
That there's no There's nobody there for you.
And there's no landing zone. There's no.
I don't
there's
have
no parachute.
Nope.
Did you or do you currently have health insurance?
No.
You do not. I understand.
There's reasons. My son is disabled, and he gets Social Security, and he gets health insurance through the state with my wife. God forbid I fuck his shit up.
Right.
I just leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
That's the thing. This is going way deeper than a fucking $40 8x10. And you know what I mean? They have no idea.
Michael S. said he's done this before to GTS Wrestling. Took the man's money and never showed, then blocked Grim.
What is GTS Wrestling?
I cannot believe that nobody knows. Look at that, Grim. How do you feel now, you fucking loser? Nobody knows who you are, Grim. This is crazy. That's wild. We're about to get into it, though, here. Oh, but real quickly before we do, check this out. Once again popping up on your screens, courtesy of 80s Tees. We got a sponsorship there. 80s Tees, WrestleMania, bro. The classic Ultimate Warrior, Shawn Michaels, Piper Hogan, them all. Get it. It's WrestleMania season. It's popping up on the bottom of your screen right now. Get that WrestleMania Legends t-shirt, guys, and enjoy it. Click it. You support the show. Get 2 t-shirts during this video right now. Click on it. Get both t-shirts. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? Anyway, let's go back to the video. Let's get back to Grim.
Oh, that's some backyard wrestling shit. And this cocksucker is a mark, and I worked for his backyard.
Oh, my God, bro. Oh, my God. He called Grim a cocksucker and a mark. Oh, my God. Oh, it doesn't. Does it get any better? I don't know if it does. I don't know if it can get any better than that.
Wrestling.
Oh, that's some backyard wrestling shit. And this cocksucker is a mark, and I worked for his backyard federation for free. And then when I wouldn't do something or other, he got mad at me.
Then he got mad.
Yeah. Literally a backyard federation. He's a backyard wrestler.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with the business, the real business.
And there are other...
Well, I wouldn't say... I think it's fucked up that he said nothing to do with the business because, part of me wants to say the right thing here, but there's a part of me that thinks Grim would treat me like shit when other people bring me up. He treats me like I'm some kind of weird asshole, weirdo person that he doesn't understand. And so part of me wants to treat him like a subhuman as well. So you know what? I'm going to do that. I think there's something else that could be said in Grim's defense here. But you know what? Since all the wrestlers think Grim's toy show's a piece of shit mark, and since his first wife thought he was a piece of shit mark too, well, I'm going to agree and say, backyard piece of shit wrestling company, it's not even the real business. It's a backyard ring with his friends and goofs, and then they had a shed at one point, and they couldn't afford it anymore, so they had to go back to the woods again. And then his wife left him because he was so disgusting with all his toys and shit. 45-year-old guy with toys, a sad human being, and so just what a wreck of a life for Grim's Toy Show. So there you go. I'm going to say that because nothing nice is said about me, and I'm some weirdo person. So you know what? Yeah, that guy's a weirdo too. How about that? How about when Grim talks about me like how I really am, then I will talk about how he really is. How about that? I'm going to be petty. But let's also say that PJ here is no fucking saint, by the way. Oh, some piece of shit show. Yeah, some piece of crap show that you did multiple times that you thought was good enough to do when you did it. And it's some crappy show that actually paid you money at points. So you actually made an income when you didn't have a pot to piss in, PJ, just incredible. You didn't have a pot to piss in. This backyard scumbag or whatever you said actually paid your bills, probably paid you more than most real wrestling promoters paid you. And yet you stood him up once of all those times, and then you got in a fight with him and you just blocked him. Because you run away from every problem, I think. I mean, to me, it seems like he runs away a lot. Once he burns the bridge, he runs away. Why don't you just come out and say, hey, man, we had a miscommunication. I didn't want to do that. I didn't know you wanted me to do that. I'm sorry you feel this way. Let's work it out. I hope you're good. My life is fucked up right now. You know, I'll come back at some point. Whatever. But no, just block and run away and then talk shit. I don't know. There's got to be more to this story that we don't understand, though. There's just got to be.
And then when I wouldn't do something or other, he got mad at me.
The something or other was showing up to the date that you said you'd come to. Like, that's the something or other.
Yeah. Literally a backyard federation. He's a backyard wrestler.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, now that you can discredit that all you want, but it doesn't change the fact that and you know what pisses me off about Maven here is sucking his dick. And Maven, I'm going to call out Maven. I'm sorry. You know what? I am going to call out Maven. I'm going to do this. Maven's channel has been phenomenal. I have absolutely loved it over the last few years. Maven, since you started your channel, man, it's been great. I've been doing this since 2013. I wasn't on TV. I built this from the ground up. Okay? Almost 100 million views, 76,000 subscribers. I've done it all on my own. You know what I mean? I get it. I know what it's like to build a YouTube channel. I love Maven and what he's done. I now subscribe to Maven, and I appreciate all his videos, his insights. What a great content. What great content. I recommend the channel all the time. But I'm going to call him a coward here a little bit because this is his friend. And he's letting PJ here run over Grimm's Toy Show and say that it's a backyard thing. I can't even believe that Maven has never heard of Grimm, by the way. That's bizarre, but whatever. The fact of the matter is, Maven, this guy, your buddy here, was paid money, more money from Grimm's fat divorced ass than most other wrestling companies would pay him. That's why he did it. He did it because of that. But not only that, countless other wrestlers who have been in TNA, WWE, AEW, and then some, and then on, and whatever, have made appearances there. Okay? Because at one point it was making money. And it paid money. Anywhere from, who knows, $300 to $3,000. You know, it paid more than other places. And it was a bit of a outlaw backyard mud show TV. It's a YouTube series. And you just let it get buried here because you don't understand it. And that is understandable, but man, this was wrong to just let PJ be like, it's a guy's a fucking mark. He's a fan. Bro, half of the wrestling promoters I've ever met that have rings and real company independent shows, they're marks like crazy. You know? Grimm actually wrestles in places. And has done a lot more than half of those other people. So I'm gonna go back on my deal of just burying Grimm. I can't help it. I can't help but tell the truth. I'm sorry. I don't care if Grimm lies about me, says I'm weird, really thinks I'm weird. I don't know. I don't even care. Say whatever you want about me, Grimm. Whatever the fuck. Okay, Dave. But here's the thing. That guy has done more than half of the real promoters out there, and now you're going to sit here and call him some backyard mark fan guy. Well, guess what? The guy paid you more than most other people would have. I just find this fucked up right here, especially while you sit there with a goddamn cross around your neck, by the way. Cross around his neck. What would Jesus do? Not this. But anyway, and listen, I feel bad for PJ, and I like Just Incredible, and I've had him on the show once. He probably don't even remember it. But gotta call it out. It's bullshit.
I think it is.
That cocksucker brought me on a fucking thing, had me there for 2 days.
Brought me on a thing. I think, what does he mean by that? Live stream?
And with
like a signing?
Promoter. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he fucking went, he talked a bunch of shit. Dude, these guys are all fucking bottom feeders.
Well, they're all out for themselves.
They really are.
A couple years ago, I had a guy.
Why does Maven say that? What do you mean they're all out for themselves? Promoters are all out for themselves? Guys that are doing signings, guys that are promoters, guys that have their own little businesses? I mean, I understand what they're saying because there's a lot of sharky, weird, manipulative weirdo guys out there. He's right, but what did he even just say about those people? He had me out there for a couple of days. Oh, they were bullshit. these guys are all scammers. Yeah, they are all scammers. Well, how? Where's the story about the scammers? We didn't get any information there about how, like you're not, there's no information here. This just appears to be Maven doing like a service to his buddy so they can bury these like low-level wrestling business fans who are trying to make money off of wrestlers and collectibles and stuff like that. And they're just like, we'll just bury them because we can.
The guy booked me, and he didn't, we came up with a set price, and he didn't make back on the return on what he thought he should have.
Sure.
So, of course, he starts talking shit on me.
That's what happened. That's exactly what happened.
And I did, and you know what? The next time I reached out to somebody, hey, the big event's coming up. Do you have a table? Maven, I hear you're not pulling this much anymore. So you know what I did? I filed it away back there. Okay. Okay.
Maven's right. I mean, these people will just suddenly forget they told you something. Always get everything in writing, guys. If you're going to work with a promoter, anybody out there, you're going to work with anybody, send an email. Hey, just wanted to make sure we're looking at $1,000 for the show in cash, guaranteed $1,000. And then on top of that, I get to keep whatever merch, whatever. And then write that, send it. Just want to make sure and send it, right? And then even better if you can, if you're in the position to, collect half of it up front or collect it all up front. So, do all that stuff and get it all in writing. And then when you're there, hold up the email and say, hey, man, this is what you owe me. And if the guy tries to say, no, I didn't say that. I said, whatever. Oh, no, I've got our emails. I mean, do you want to change what you just said to me, or should I put these emails out on Twitter and everywhere, or what do you want to do? And then give them a chance, right? And the promoter might say, oh, man, listen, I totally forgot. Listen, here's what happened, to be honest. We didn't make the money I thought we'd make tonight. We're so screwed. I'm negative $1,000. I don't even have that, and I don't know what to do. I have $300 I can give you, and that's all I have left, and I don't know what to do. At least be honest, right? And then the wrestler can do whatever he wants. Maybe Maven says, listen, man, I sympathize with you. What I want you to do is for the rest of the year, every month, I want you to send me $100 until you hit that 1,000. And if you do that by the end of the year, I won't say anything about this. And I'll just consider it a debt paid. I'll take the $300 now, or I'll take the $200, whatever you got. I'll take $100 now, $200, $300. If you got it, give me that $300, and then we'll finish it off month after month. I won't say anything. But if a month goes by and I don't see $100, this email is coming out, and I'm going to talk about it. Okay? That's what you do. That's what you do. If you don't want to be, otherwise what are you going to do? Beat him up there, take him to court, deal with all that? No. Just put him up, just put him in that place, That's what I say. But what do I know, I'm just a mark piece of shit. I mean,
Okay.
After my last video, I received an email from somebody who claimed to have managed Just Incredible.
Did you have an...
They didn't manage Just Incredible. That was the book guy, and what a big lie that was.
PJ, give me your overall thoughts after seeing what has to be tough footage to watch.
I felt worse for the guys about the $40.
Yeah.
Okay, because those guys didn't deserve that.
Right.
Oh, there you go. Bro, there you go. He owns up to that right there. That's good. Some people got screwed over $40, and he did it, and he admitted to it there, and he feels bad about it. So that's bro, that's good of him. At least he owned up to that right there.
And I never intended for that to happen. That being said, the Nathan Ward stuff is what really got me, because here's a kid who, first of all, I haven't even thought about in 15 plus years.
This was not the PJ that I remember, and I wanted to see firsthand.
Of course.
If this guy was true or if this was true.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I did. But I truly believe in life, everybody deserves a second chance.
Well, this has got to be the 10th video now that I've seen in the last 15 years. This has got to be like the 10th video that I've seen about Just Incredible PJ, about him, like his redemption, or, oh, you're, this is who you are, or whatever.
Down with Justin, and Justin addressed the allegations and admitted that changes were necessary. Necessary not only to better his life, but the lives of all those around him. And I left excited at a new opportunity and hopeful for the future of Just Incredible. Sadly, I've recently received information from a source that I trust indicating that Justin has not changed and leading me to believe that there may have been more truth to the allegations than Justin led on. This source informed me that Justin has already been a
Of course. Dude, how do I know Justin better than Maven? I mean, I've been seeing this out of him for the last 15 years. It's always like, I'm fine. These people are crazy until I do it to you or again. And then he's back to this again. You know, though, I almost think people use Just Incredible, use PJ. I got to be honest. I think people use him. Like, hey, man, let's tell your story. Oh, actually, you're a fuck up. That's true. That's why I didn't air it. Guys, I didn't air the podcast I did. 1 hour podcast with Just Incredible, PJ. I didn't air it. I have it somewhere. And oh my God, bro, if I had aired this whole entire thing unedited, he like threatens to kill people. Like there's so many things he says. He threatens people, he exposes some things. He just says things that you would not want this to be out there. And 10 minutes into the podcast, I realized this guy was he was out of his mind. And I made the decision not to release it. Some people would have definitely released it. Like, they would have called it Just Incredible Sad Last Days, threats, like suicide, like everything. And I did not release it because I just was like, I can't do that. I can't do it. I'm not doing that to him. So it's so weird to see this repeat itself several times over the years.
A no-show on several commitments he was scheduled for, and even asked to borrow money with no signs of repayment, followed by a litany of excuses. Personally, this does sadden me. And it doesn't sadden me because Justin owes me anything. He doesn't. It saddens me because I recognize Justin has scammed fans and he has lied to promoters. But the real reason it saddens me is because I recognize just how fleeting second chances truly are.
You know what bothers me is that you didn't say this to his face. That's what bothers me. Like, you know, you could say this to his face. You know, Justin, I got to be honest, man. You know, I mean, but what's Maven going to do? Get in a fight with him? You know, so I understand. He wants to be nice, get his point of view, then go do some investigating, and then come up with his own conclusion. And that's what Maven chose to do here. I understand and respect it, but, you know, is he not going to see this? I mean, maybe say it to his face, like, hey, but maybe he really didn't know. It sounds like he really didn't know, but I find that like hard to believe. This type of video has been done for 15 years on Just Incredible on PJ, and I've been involved in two times. So, you know.
And I know that one day, Justin's second chances are more than likely going to run out. I will always be Justin's friend, but he has wronged people, and it's up to him to make amends.
It's just hard for him, man. He's a train wreck, you know, kind of, but, you know, it just is what it is with him, you know? He just is what he is, and that's about it. He's not the worst. He's not some awful devil Satan person. He just, you know, has trouble with commitment and with some responsibilities. And, you know, in some cases, people will get swindled because he doesn't care enough about himself. How's he going to care about you? And that's it. That's really all it is to it. That's all there is to it. It's not very big beyond that. I don't really have that big of a problem with him, except for you can't really, you know, trust him. You know, that's about it. Anyway, I hope you guys check out those T-shirts popping up at the bottom that we talked about. 80s tees, man. The link's down below. Go back in the video, click on them. I don't know if they're still down there. Stuff's popping up now in front of you, maybe. Buy the shit. Get the T-shirts, the WrestleMania one, or the whatever. Just click them. Buy them. You give shit to the show when you do it. See you tonight. It's Friday night. SmackDown's tonight. Shout out to Maven for a great video. Maven Huffman's video's been killer. See you later.